Hello and welcome to Toast Talk 95, District 95's very own podcast. The podcast that takes you behind the curtain to show you the people behind Toastmasters District 95, telling you who they are, what do they do, what are their different roles. My name is Shah Rukh Hussain. I'm the manager PR for District 95, and today I have the privilege of meeting our club coach lead in District 95, Cecilia. How are you, Cecilia?
Hello, Shahrukh, and hello, everyone. I am doing well, thank you. How about you?
Well, it's been an interesting few days. The holidays season is upon us, and a lot of things are happening. We're gearing up for the competition season.
Yeah.
But today we've decided to do this podcast. Thank you very much for taking time out. I know it's not easy. I think we've been trying to settle a time for 2.5 weeks now, but
Indeed,
it it happens
yes.
when it happens. So
Yeah,
the objective is that
all
we
right.
get to know a little bit of Cecilia. So Cecilia, tell us professionally, what do you do so people have an
So,
idea?
thank you so much. So, currently, I'm working for an NGO here in France, in Paris, and I'm working as a project manager.
Fantastic. So the whole day you're probably working with numerous amount of meetings, and then you still take time out to volunteer for Toastmasters. Where do you find your energy from?
Serving and helping, I think that gave energy, and also surrounded by nice people, like for example, like you, seeing
Oh, that's too
people
kind.
working together and try to move things, to support each other. I think that's really helpful.
Yes, it helps me a lot. I've learned a lot about coaching and how a club is developed from Cecilia. But Cecilia, before we move forward, can you tell a little bit about your background, where you're from? You live in France, so that's also a mystery because District 95 doesn't have France in it. So if there's someone watching from France, they will be like, why isn't she a member of our club?"
Indeed. So yeah, currently I'm with my name. You may guess I come from Madagascar, but I moved here in France a few years ago, continue my study, and then I started working. And 2 years ago, I had a privilege to live in Copenhagen. That's why I'm part of Copenhagen North Club. It's an online
Ah.
club since the pandemic, so I'm continuing to be part of this club. So that's the mystery why I'm part of District 95.
Living in France, that's amazing. That's the beauty of the time period that we live in, where we can be living in one place and then working in another and helping people in another region. That's fantastic. So you were a member of the Copenhagen Club, which is online, so you can be part of them as well. That's fantastic. So when was the first time you learned? There's always a story behind it. So please, if you can share, how did you come to know about Toastmasters and when, and how did you become a member?
So I've heard about Toastmasters many years ago. I can't recall when, but what I can remember in 2020, when I was in Malmo, I met a friend, and she is part of Toastmaster as well. And I knew she talked about Toastmaster, and since then, I am thinking to join a Toastmaster club. But again, like the step, sometimes it can take time, it can take time.
Yeah.
So I started to visit online clubs 2020, like December around this time. But I decided to join Toastmaster in April 2021.
Nice. So that's how you became, and you were in Copenhagen. That's fantastic. So what are the benefits according to you of being a Toastmasters?
There are many, many benefits like improving public speaking skill because so far we are part of Toastmaster. We are there to deliver a speech time to time. So I think that is one point, and that's why also I joined Toastmaster to improve my public speaking, to have a constructive feedback from members as well. I think evaluation, as you said, it's a gift, so it's also a way for us to to improve our public speaking, our skills, and a bit to enhance our leadership skills.
Yeah, that is true. It's not just that we come in and become a Toastmaster and we do it for public speaking. We work on our leadership skills as well. And that's where we have to volunteer for the officer roles, whether it's at the club level, the area level, district level, or the extended core team level, which Cecilia is part of. She is the club coach lead. Now, club coaching. Now, I've heard one on one coaching, personal coaching. What is for our audience a club coach lead? What are you looking after for District 95?
So, as a club coach lead, I'm coordinated all club coaches in our district. So, for example, to appointed them to the club which is eligible to have a club coach. Because to have a club coach, it's only for the club under 12 members. So the club coaches are there to support them to increase their members and also how they can improve, for example, their meeting to see where the point for improvement in the club.
Interesting. So if a club is struggling with 12 members and it's not increasing, so they can get in touch with you and you will help them find a coach, a club coach, who can then help them grow the club and make it sustainable.
Indeed, they can contact me directly because they have my contact on the website of District 95, but they can also reach out their area director or division director and they can connect me with them.
Fantastic. So, what's the role of club coach? What does he do? What is obviously his goal is to help the club expand and do more activities, but what else?
As said earlier, we are there to support them, not to tell them what they have to do, but it's more an exchange, like one person. When you have an idea, it's better to exchange with another person. The more you are, the more better ideas you get, and it also helps for to have a good result. So the club coach are there to support them and really to see the way where they can improve.
So normally, what are the areas that they work on?
It depends on the
The
weaknesses
situation.
of the situation of each club. So the club coach will be there to analyze the situation and will adapt also the solution regarding this part. Like for example, if I give an example for a club, if for example, they are struggling to attract guests, new guests. So they need to find a way how we can promote our club and where we can find also guests, maybe by organizing an event, co-hosting an event with another organization, or why not proposing organizing speechcraft. It's many ideas.
Fantastic. So I understand that a club that requires help, less than 12 members or around 12 members, they are eligible. What kind of a person is the club coach? What are his significant characteristics or his skills that who can apply to become a club coach?
Like skills, we don't have a specific skills. It's more like they are willing to help another clubs because coaching it's not just how to call it just it's not only the clubs will benefit from it, but even like the club coach also they can benefit from it. So they will learn together, grow together.
Yeah, obviously, one of the main goals and one of the main purposes of Toastmasters is to have a learning experience in an environment which is supportive. Now, when you're part of the clubs, is a specific thing that you must do. It's called the Distinguished Club, which you can say if it was a corporate company, it would have KPIs, known performance indicators, and you have to fulfill those indicators, and then you get points for that. Distinguished Club points, DCPs. So if a club is struggling with that, so the club coach kind of helps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as I said, a club coach, of course, it's there are an experienced Toastmasters, who partners with a club to help rebuild membership and also to restore the quality to member experience. And one focus for the coach is to help the club achieve recognition in the distinguished club program.
Yes, which is very important. So that's amazing. And in any of these areas, whether like District 95 is the district that covers Denmark, Faroe Islands, Germany, Greenland, Iceland, Norway, Sweden. If you are part of this area, you want to set up a new club, you want to develop a club, District 95 is responsible for that. And people like Cecilia, who are part of the extended core team, work with everyone from the presidents and from the board of the clubs to the members to improve the experience. And additionally, if you want to learn more about Toastmasters District 95, you can go on Facebook. You can just write Toastmasters District 95 on LinkedIn. As you're seeing this interview, you can also write a comment and we'll try and answer that as soon as possible. You can write an email to us through our website. And something very interesting that I have learned is that in Toastmasters, you can join for the purpose of improving communication, but you get so much more. So let me ask you, Cecilia, what is the one thing that motivates you even more for Toastmasters?
Of course, learning, improve my public speaking, as I said, leadership, and there is also the good thing, networking, to connect with many people, exchange with many people, and that is can bring you new knowledge as well.
Yeah, and I'm sure like we're connected and we take on roles in meetings, like different roles. And similarly in district, we take on different roles and we've got to do this for a year or more than a year. Depends on the project size that we've taken on. As club coach lead, you're continuously also negotiating, if I'm not wrong, all the time. Yeah, it's with the members and who want to have a coach, and for the people who don't want to have a coach, and then people who want to be coaches and who don't want to be coaches. It's probably a pretty good, interesting management juggle that you have to do.
Always follow up and to ask, maybe the area director usually to contact the club and to propose this program.
All right. Well, thank you very much. In the end, I'd just like to remind about the conference that's going to happen in Duisburg, Germany. Cecilia and I were there, and you don't have to take my word for it. Cecilia can tell you. Tell me about the venue. How was the venue?
It was nice. We were there in November, so
Yes,
yeah,
it was
a good
fantastic. So
location.
sports,
Yes,
yeah,
yeah, I do really like
the
it. Yeah.
it's fantastic. I mean, we had meetings over there. We met with the local team who's going to be arranging the event, and they're doing a fantastic job. If you haven't checked that out, it's already on LinkedIn and Facebook. You can just say you are attending and you'll get the latest updates. In any case, if you can't avoid us now, we're working really hard to get this across.
Mm,
And Cecilia and everyone wants you to attend the conference. And
yeah.
it's not just that there's going to be an English speech competition, there's going to be a German speech competition. Along with that, there'll be a few workshops around marketing, self branding, and there's so many different topics that we're covering. And it's going to be there's going to be a ball as well. There's going to be a lot of fun, and everyone should attend.
Hope to see you all there.
Yes, and on that note, I will urge everyone, like I do in every Toast Talk 95 episode, please reach for your dreams and you will achieve them. Thank you. Thank you, Cecilia.
You're welcome. Thank you very much also for having me, Shah Rukh, today.
Thank you. Bye, everyone, and see you next time.
Bye, everyone.